I mean, it's Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points? I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get the sauce.
Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday evening to you all. Happy Wednesday morning if you're watching it then. The dark cloud is officially back, guys. I think I'm like 5 for my last 50 or something like that. So it's just been really, really fun. So if you're fading me, congratulations. Keep on doing that because it's a very, very profitable endeavor. I'm pretty sure it's been an absolute terrible week. So Trevor, how was your day today?
I need Oregon for a legitimate just wash of a day.
Is wash mean good? Oh, wash means break even.
Yeah, literally 500 lost 0 cents, 0 cents. It would be a complete wash. But shout out UConn, that Kansas team. Fugazi, they're trash. I told you that roster is terrible. They were laying points for a reason in the fog. They were baiting everybody into taking Kansas. Kansas this, Kansas that. Bill Self, fog, fuck out of here. This is UConn. Danny Hurley's back. This team is gonna be good.
Yeah. Shout out to Iowa. I'm really happy you guys showed up today. That was really awesome. So the world could get their Michigan State wins. That was awesome. So
Ole Miss.
You were on Iowa?
Hell yeah, I was on Iowa.
First road game and big in conference game.
I know, and nobody else in the world would have ever seen that coming, Trevor. I know. I just can't see the board clearly right now.
No, you're good.
What the hell happened to Ole Miss? They fucking boat raced
under
on their home floor by Miami.
Yeah, I mean, I bet a Kentucky over. They went scoreless for 10 minutes, or no field goals for 10 minutes at home. I mean,
hey, you got Syracuse. I lost with Tennessee.
I mean, that's a Band-Aid for a gunshot wound at this point. I mean, what are we talking about? Anyway, let's just get through this. IPFW on the road against Oakland.
How is Oakland laying 8 here to the Elephants?
Have you seen the schedule they've played? They're battle tested.
Yeah, I'm the one that put this game on the schedule. I didn't know. I didn't know it was 8. I thought it was going to be a little bit lower than that. I mean, KenPom does have this game. I think 9. I think it is, or something
9.
like that. So, yeah, Oakland, like Trevor said, Oakland. This is like finally a spot for Oakland to play a team at home, a team that's not very good, by far the worst team that they've played on their schedule so far, and they finally get a home game. I feel like this is a great spot for Oakland. But, Trevor, you have any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, Fort Wayne, their one win, D1 win is Chicago State this year, and that was at home. Otherwise, Grand Canyon, Ohio State, Western Michigan, Utah, St. Louis, a respectable non-con for these guys. All lost, and none of them were really particularly close. Oakland, Michigan, Purdue, Houston, UCF, Eastern Michigan, all on the road. Lost them all, but you're playing tough teams. I mean, that UCF game they almost had. This team's been battle-tested. They're at home. They beat Fort Wayne last year. I think Fort Wayne was obviously better last year, significantly than what they've shown this year. I think Campy and company open this up and win this game running away. I mean, Fort Wayne, they're great inside, but they're shooting 29% from 3. They're not grabbing rebounds. They're not getting to the free throw line. They're relying on jump shots and basically doing it yourself. And that's going to be tough against an Oakland zone. So I think that zone makes things tough for Fort Wayne here. Oakland size advantage. They're going to grab rebounds and take away second chance opportunities. So I'll lay it with Oakland.
Wow.
Next game on the board. Where's that? South? I can't even see it. It's IU Indy. Got it. IU Indy, Detroit Mercy. Trevor, go ahead. Take it away. I know this is your game.
Yeah, figured Kyle would love this one. His IU Indy boys are playing hoops here. Detroit coming in, they just beat Niagara by 4 on the road. They're back home, haven't been home since the 18th, where they lost to Eastern Michigan. But IU Indy, this team, no defense, All offense. They'll stand there. They'll let you score. They just want the ball back to score more points. Detroit Mercy, it's not like they're a blistering pace team, but they'll get sped up a little bit here. But a 180, that's just a little much. It is Detroit Mercy at home. They're not the most efficient offense. One of the worst three-point shootings teams in the country, and then IU Indy plays no defense. I think we see a lot of points here, but 180 points, I don't think both these teams are getting 90 or 85. I think this is honestly like an 82, 85 kind of game, so it'll go under, but I'm not betting IU Indy under. But that's what it would be for me, and if I had to, I would lay it with Detroit at home. I think they're better back home. IU Indy, no defense, and I think Detroit's going to get more of their style of game. So give me the hospital, Detroit Mercy, in the under.
It would only be the over for me. Detroit Mercy is not a team that I really want to get into bed with. Like, I agree with Trevor. It's a lot of points, but we did see the first 3 games that they played against Illinois, Chicago, Notre Dame, and Toledo, given that all those teams are significantly better than IU Indy. But my point is they played 75 possessions in all those games, and they were giving up 100 points, 102 or 102-70, 91-71, 90 to Toledo as well. I just feel like if you're going to get 75 to 80 possessions in this game, which you're going to see because it's IU Indy, that it's only over a pass. So, again, I didn't bet.
IU Indy might score 100 points in that game.
They might.
They might, but they'll give up 107.
I was going to say it's a coin flip either way. They're rather scoring 100 or giving up 100. One of the two.
Yeah.
Marshall, UNC Wilmington.
This is Trevor written all over it.
You freaking know it. Yeah, we got Wilmington here. Wilmington really coming together, beating the hell out of Gardner-Webb. They beat the hell out of Navy, Sela, and then, Eastern Carolina, Radford. I mean, none of these teams are like world beaters or anything, but Marshall hasn't looked incredible. 9-point win against Mercyhurst at home, got blitzed by Lipscomb at home. They did beat Pine Bluff. Congratulations. Other than that, I mean, it's been a minute since they've had some dominating wins. And now you got Wilmington who's starting to figure it out. They're at home. This is a large number. People love Marshall. Marshall was solid to start the year. They're starting to fall off a little bit, and Wilmington's starting to figure it out. I'm going to lay the 9.5 with Wilmington. I think at home they're gonna get this one rolling. And Marshall's, a lot of people might be expecting a bounce back after how they shot and got blitzed by Lipscomb. But I mean, look what Florida State did tonight. They've officially moved into the super ass tier of college basketball. They're bad. You couldn't even bounce back at home. Got blitzed again. I think they got 50-pieced at home tonight, or 40-piece, something like that. They were ugly. So give me Wilmington. They're going to win this game by 15 or 16. Let's go Seahawks.
It would only be Marshall for me. I'm not betting this game, but I do think that UNC Wilmington has looked good because they've been playing the teams, like Trevor said, that are all like 250 or worse in Ken Palm. So this is a significant step up in class for UNC Wilmington since the Kent State game that they played. I mean, everybody else is in the high 240s. In that Kent State game, they lost 86-77. That game was on the road, not at home. But I do think that Marshall playing with a little bit of pace and the fact that UNC, the defense is there. There's no question, but they're not forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's where Marshall has some issues. So if Marshall can get up and down the floor easily, I think they can match them points for points. But again, I'm not going to be betting Marshall. Next game on the board, Clemson on the road in Alabama. I don't know if I'm actually going to bet it, but I think that Alabama scores 100 in this game. Trevor, what are your thoughts?
Wrong side.
Shocker.
Clemson road dogs.
Trevor?
Brunell catching 9.5. Everybody loves this Bama team. I mean, the last time we saw them, they blitzed Maryland and UNLV. But this Clemson team in Brunell, I know they've lost some guys from last year, but Brunell's a great coach. He's proven it over the last couple of years. Everybody loves Alabama. I just don't see, they didn't play – or they played lights out offensively. He scored 200 and some points in 2 games. They also were sent to the line 35 times in the UNLV game, and they shot 14 of 31 from 3 in the other game. They put up a lot of points. I know they're at home, but Clemson, I respect this team. I think a lot of people are going to like Bama tomorrow here, but I think Brunell is going to have these guys ready. He's been here before. and he's a good coach. He's gonna coach up with Oates here, and even though he has a significantly less impressive roster, I think he gets the most out of him. Give me Clemson catching the 9.5 on the road against Alabama. I mean, it's not like Alabama's defense is great either, and they're very young. So give me Clemson.
Great pick.
Yeah, I just missed the number with Alabama. It's 11.5 now. It's probably going to get up to 12 or more. I think Alabama stomps this team. Trevor tried to go through Alabama's schedule like it's bad. They play the second hardest schedule in the country. They literally haven't had a bad game. What?
I was just saying the MTE. I wasn't going over the whole schedule. They're coming off of
saying,
two dominating wins.
Alabama got smoked smoked UNLV and Maryland, which are, if you put UNLV and Maryland on Clemson's schedule, that's two of their three best games.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, like, West Virginia, like, are we going to sit here and worry about West Virginia? Like, no.
Proud program.
It is a proud program. I'm just saying, like, them and Maryland are equally crap. I mean, that's all. I mean, I'm just saying.
West Virginia would beat Maryland by 8. And they play at a snail's pace. That's crazy.
Anyway, it would only be Alabama. I haven't seen what their team total yet is, but like I said, I do think they put up a whole bunch of points. Again, this is a Clemson team that I'm not saying that they're bad. I don't think that they're bad at all, but this is going to be such a huge step up in class for them and on the road. I mean, this isn't Georgetown. This Alabama team, I mean, I just feel like maybe I'm just really high on this Alabama team. I've been high on them all year, but this is, again, a really good spot for them at home coming off of an MTE where, yeah, they looked bad against Gonzaga. But, I mean, besides Michigan, everybody's kind of looking bad against Gonzaga right now. They look really good defensively. So I just have a hard time believing Clemson's going to be able to slow this team down. That's all. But we'll see. Boston College. LSU on the road in Boston College. I think this is Trevor's game. Tell him why you like Boston College, Trevor.
No, this is LSU. LSU big.
Oh, that's right. You have a thing for LSU this year. I forgot about that.
I do. I'm high on this team. I think they got enough talent. They're a big athletic team. First true road game. Yes, I get it. Boston College or LSU has not lost. Boston College just beat Harvard, but Harvard is a pretty damn good 3-point shooting team. They were 5 of 19 in that game. They were ugly. I don't think LSU is going to shoot that bad in this one. And Boston College has been known to drop games like who did they lose to? Central Connecticut at home this year. Last year was Dartmouth. I mean, they drop bad games to bad teams. LSU, I think, is on the up and up. I know it's their first true road game, but the Boston College team does not scare me. LSU is going to have the size advantage. They're going to have the athlete advantage. And they're very athletic, long, lengthy. They're going to cause issues for Boston College. I like LSU laying the 7.5 here. I think they win this game comfortably.
Bad. This is a bad pick. This is Trevor's worst pick so far.
Go ahead and bet Boston College, and then.
Oh, I'm going to. So you'll win. I'm going to be on Boston College tomorrow. I just don't know what the number's going to be. Okay. I agree with Trevor that LSU has looked good so far this year. There's no question about that. They've also played the 328th strongest schedule in the country. They haven't played a true road game this year.
What I'm saying, who's this team played? Trevor,
all that being said, yeah, all that being said,
teams.
all that being said, Boston College is not a good basketball team. I will give anybody that's saying that Boston College isn't good, I 100% agree with you. But I will say this about LSU. We talked about their opponents. I will give you that the Boston College offense is absolutely terrible. But defensively, they're pretty damn good. And this is going to be by far the best defense that LSU has seen so far this year. I mean, Drake and DePaul were the other two. Drake was 118 as far as adjusted defensive efficiency, and DePaul is 107. Boston College is 52. So I think this is going to be a big test for LSU. Like Trevor said, that being their first true road game. I felt like this number was a little short to start with. But again, if LSU gets bet up a little bit, I will be taking Boston College. I have not bet it yet, but I'm very, very close to.
Yeah, Boston College wins outright.
Okay.
Trevor's praising Trevor has a meltdown to find out Toast bet Iowa. You go, oh, their first true road game. We get to the
That was a brand new coach, brand new roster going into Michigan State. Completely different situation.
That is not a Trevor, never mind. I'm not even going to get
Boston's a
into it.
basketball town, bro. Boston.
I can't even do it. No.
Boston
Trevor
College
was riding Ben McCollum's nutsack until he played LSU for this one time.
Oh, so I've been all over Iowa, and I knew when to fade them. I know that team. I know this team.
Yo.
He knows that team, Toast.
I know.
I want to bet Boston College. Money line.
Be my guest.
Don't, because I'm going to. You don't want that.
Oh
evil
my
on you.
God, relax.
I'm just telling you. Louisville on the road in Arkansas. Trevor, a known hog lover. Do you trust him here in this spot?
Hell yeah, I do. Louisville, very good team this year. You can't deny that.
Are they?
I'm sorry. What? Did you just say? You saying Louisville is not a good team?
You guys know it's Louisville, right? It's not Louisville.
Louisville. My bad.
I don't. What's the impressive? What has Louisville done that's impressive to you?
They beat Kentucky. They beat Cincinnati away from home.
Really?
Can
Name the one team that Kentucky's beat. We'll just start there. Name the one good team that Kentucky's beat this year.
Are you saying Kentucky's not good?
Yes.
They will figure it out. I promise you. And I am a known Kentucky hater. This roster will figure it out on the Pope.
All right. Well, their best win so far is 192 Valparaiso, but go ahead.
Okay, sick. They've still put up a lot of points and blasted teams. They haven't been competitive. Tomorrow it will be. Arkansas is winning this game tomorrow at home.
So you're on the hog.
Yeah, obviously. This is the first true road game for
now
for
it matters. Now the first true road game matters. Yo.
Hold up. There's different levels to the first true road game.
Clearly.
If your first true road game is the Boston College, that's completely different than Arkansas or Michigan State. Like, are we gonna argue that they're the same?
We're not arguing that, but also those teams going into those buildings were significantly better than LSU going into Boston College.
No, that's just a lot.
Okay, go ahead.
Hogs are live here. Arkansas just played Duke, really tough. Had their opportunities. The score does not reflect how close that game was. And then they lost to Michigan State on the road by 3 tough losses. But they played some good teams, and they've been right there to win. Now you got Louisville, first true road game to the Hogs. And we've all seen what this Arkansas team can do. Same team that went in as 14-point dogs or whatever they were last year. Plus 420 on the money line and beat Kentucky with ease. They're going to do this again tomorrow. Grab Arkansas now because this line is going to go down. I guarantee it. Arkansas, money line. Arkansas, plus 4. Calipari, they're going to get this done.
I do agree with Trevor. I will be on Arkansas tomorrow. Was kind of waiting to see what this line was going to do. I did have hockey, so I haven't looked in the last hour and a half, though. But I don't know if Louisville's that good, or however you say it. I'm going to say Louisville because that's just how I say it. I also say Old Miss. It is things happen.
With the D?
He says Old Miss.
Yikes.
Yo, I'm West Coast, okay? Anyway.
There's no D.
I'm West Coast. It's all the avocados. I can't say Ole Miss.
No, it's just in my head. So now, like, if I try to say Ole, I get. Yeah. Anyway, so like I was starting to argue with Trevor because I thought that he was going to be on Louisville the way that he was trying to defend them, but Louisville hasn't played anybody. Louisville's played the 350th strongest schedule so far. There are 2 teams that have bumped that up to make it even look somewhat decent. It's Kentucky, who's 15 in KenPom. And like I was arguing with Trevor about, Kentucky's not a good basketball team. Maybe they do, maybe they do figure it out, but they're not a very good basketball team right now. They didn't look good today. Not to mention the fact that anytime that they've stepped up in competition, Kentucky hasn't looked good. Like I said, their best win is Valparaiso. Cincinnati, another team that is 70th in KenPom, but obviously they lost to this Louisville team, but they also lost to Eastern Michigan. Their best win is Dayton, which I guess is somewhat decent, but keep in mind, they just played Tarleton State, who had literally their managers subbing in at some parts of the game. I'm exaggerating there, but Tarleton had nobody, and it took them almost until the very end of the game to actually be in somewhat control. So I don't even know if Cincinnati's that good. So my point is that do I think that Arkansas is some world-beating team? No. But at the same time, they've played a team like Michigan State on the road. They also played Duke on a neutral, and now they're getting Louisville, a Louisville team that I think is a little bit overrated at home, and we're catching over a possession. I also think that Calaberry is a significantly better coach than Pat Kelsey. I'm not a really big Pat Kelsey fan. It just is what it is, but I think that we have a lot of advantages here. Arkansas plus the points for me as well.
I agree with this one. You want to know why? Because it's Louisville's first true road game.
There you go.
And
Sharp,
that
Kyle.
matters.
Sharp.
And that matters.
Sharp.
I don't pick and choose when it matters, though.
Well, there's levels. There's levels.
I'm arguing that going to Boston College is not the same as going to an SEC school or a Big Ten school.
Have you ever been to Boston? They take basketball seriously up there.
Why the hell would I want to go to Boston?
World
The only thing
champs.
that's good that's come out of there is the Town movie.
Great.
That
That's
was a good movie. I love that movie.
Excellent film.
Fantastic. Good call, Trevor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Richmond on the road in Belmont. I have thoughts, but I know, Trevor, you clicked this game. I know that you're a Belmont hater at times. It really seems that way. Are you taking the points with the Spiders?
Yeah. I mean, you look last year, Richmond lost at home to Belmont by 4. And this Richmond team was significantly worse than they were last year. Belmont just coming off of the Charleston game and the MTE, so they have not been home since the 21st of November, have not lost either. And would you look at what number they're laying? Number that tells you they ain't covering, and they're probably not going to win this game. Spiders up. They're going to win this game. Revenge for last year. This team is much better. I know Belmont is a damn good team too, but this is, they're not going to go undefeated, and you got a revenge spot coming in here. They just went into your house last year, beat you, and you were much worse, and you kept it within 6 or 7 points or whatever it was. Now you get to go to their house. They haven't been home in 2 weeks. They're feeling all high and mighty. Haven't lost a game here. This is a tough spot for Belmont. I don't think they're ready for what's coming tomorrow. Spider monkey or spider, whatever. I forget what the saying.
Just the Spiders.
Just the Spiders. Yes. Sorry. I was thinking of the Ricky Bobby quote, the spider monkey.
Spider monkeys.
Not
So-
into this.
So
into
far
this
this,
one.
so far this season, 5.5 point favorites are 43 and 36 against the spread.
Oh, that'll level out, and it starts tomorrow. Richmond plus 5.5. Spiders up. Get this Bruin shit out of here. It is 500. It is 500. The last 5 years you did that.
Yes, it's going to be
that
500.
research. So,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
so
saying.
now it's above 500. So now it'll level out. Here we go, Richmond. Yes, it is. Everyone's gonna love Belmont only laying 5.5 at home.
Trevor, I gotta hope
Everybody.
Thank you for making my night better, even though I lost my ass. I agree with Trevor here. Richmond, the thing I really like about Richmond, and it doesn't just hold true just to this game, is that they're one of the deepest teams in the country. They play a whole bunch of guys, and they had a whole bunch of guys coming back. Those are the types of teams I like to bet on, as this is a bad spot, as Trevor would say, because this is their first true road game. But there's a lot of experience on this roster and a lot of experience playing against this Belmont team. I don't really put too much stock into that first game being on the road. So I also think that Richmond can slow this game down. They have the athletes to do that and the bench to do that. And if they slow this game down, it could get Belmont out of sorts a little bit. And Belmont has a really bad issue turning the basketball over, and they can't shoot free throws. I'm all over the Spiders with you.
Wow.
Next game on the board, Cal Baptist on the road to BYU.
Fugazi ass team.
BYU or Cal Baptist?
Cal Baptist.
Why? They just covered for me last time out. It was perfect.
Yeah, Colorado. I mean, what's the impressive ones? They were also about to blow that game, and then Colorado gave it back to them. But Oregon State, that was a Saturday game. That wasn't a Tuesday in Corvallis, so Oregon State wasn't at full strength and have their full powers.
That was 2 days before that, too, though. Let's give them a little bit of credit.
Yeah, and then they flew to Colorado, played tough, didn't win, and now you gotta go play BYU. Good luck. The only positive for them is BYU coming off of 4 straight neutrals: UConn, Wisconsin, Miami, and Dayton. That Wisconsin game was in that Jazz arena on that Barney court. It was
that was dumb.
So stupid. and at 3:30 in the afternoon. Weird. Again, BYU pulling out and the higher ups pulling out all the stops to try to beat Wisconsin. And now you got Cal Baptist coming into town, but you got BYU off the 4, and then they have Clemson on another neutral. So this will be 6 quote quote neutrals. 2 of them being semi-homes, which I'm guessing this one's at the Jazz Arena, whatever the hell that dumb Delta Center.
It is. Yes, it is.
Okay, so yeah, the Delta Center. So have not been home. Cal Baptist traveling. They've been in elevation. I think the 19 is a little too much, but at some point they got to run out of gas. But I just think BYU coming off of that, and it was a Dayton game, and now you have Clemson on deck, sandwich spot here. I think Cal Baptist loses this game by 15, 16 points. I may fire on Cal Baptist if this number gets up, but people are in love with Cal Baptist, so this may kind of hang around here or go down a little bit. But if I can catch like a 20.5, 21, I might fire with Cal Baptist.
Yeah, this one's not easy for me because one of the only teams that I've had success with is Cal Baptist. But like Trevor talked about, this is a really bad spot. They played Oregon State on the 29th, then Colorado on the 1st, and now BYU on the 3rd. And then after BYU, they got to go on the road and play Utah as well. I 100% agree with Trevor. I just think that they're going to run out of legs. I'd really like to bet them here, but this BYU team has really shown the ability to play really good basketball. I mean, even that UConn game that they lost, I mean, they made a valiant effort late in that ball game to get back. I mean, I think they outscored UConn by like 10 or 15 points in the last 12 minutes of that basketball game. And then they went on there, obviously, to Wisconsin, Miami, and Dayton. So they've actually been playing in Villanova to start the year. So BYU's actually been playing some really, really good opponents. They're a top 15 schedule in the country so far. So I on paper, they should blow them out, like I said, but I've had a lot of success with Cal Baptist. So you can put BYU up for me because I just think they're just too big and too physical, and it's a semi-home, but I think they're going to be playing a lot of games here the next couple of years. But anyway, it would only be BYU for me. Not to mention Cal Baptist played like really tough late into that Colorado game as well. SMU on the road in Vandy. Kind of curious. I guess my first question is Vandy for real, Trevor? And then I guess the second question is, are you laying it with them?
I do think Vandy's for real. I mean, Byington is, last year was a significant turnaround for Vanderbilt, and then this year is just that much better. They are coming off of 3 MTE or 3 neutrals, Western Kentucky, VCU, St. Mary's, all dubs, dominated St. Mary's. Absolutely dominated them.
That was great.
St. Mary's never stood a chance in that game. But now you come home to SMU. SMU off of Friday night overtime winning against Mississippi State. They have not lost yet either. And then they beat Butler by 2 points at home. I think Vanderbilt kind of runs it up on them. I know SMU's respectable, but they haven't lost. Now you're going to hit the road, and Vanderbilt, this place starts to get a little loud, and Vanderbilt's look damn good. They've got a lot of size, a lot of shooters, a lot of athletes on this team. SMU, yeah, you got Boopy Miller. Congrats. Give me Vanderbilt. Boopy runs out of power. He turns into Poopy Miller tomorrow, and SMU loses by 16.
I would actually kind of lean the under in this game. 167 is pretty high, and I get that. Excuse me. Both these teams play at a really high pace, but like Trevor said, Byington has been really, I shouldn't say great defensively, but they're 28 so far this year. They're 79th last year, and back at James Madison before he left, they were 71st. So I think that defensively, Vanderbilt's going to only continue to get better. And then as far as SMU goes, Andy Enfield, I mean, defensively, the same thing. Even when he was at USC, they were really good defensively, like a top 25, top 50 team defensively. And so far this year, last year, 67th adjusted efficiency defensively. And this year, they're a top 50 team so far. So I do think that the pace is giving us the reason why we're getting this high number, but it would only be under for me. I have this game circled to bet, but I mean, both of these offenses are very, very good, but I also think that these defenses are a little bit underrated. So it would only be under for me. Next game on the board, Trevor's favorite new team, NC State on the road at Auburn in the jungle. That crazy 5.5 number you never know what to do with. Trevor, what are your thoughts on this one?
And now remember, the 5.5 does go 500, and we already have a 5.5 favorite losing tomorrow. So that means this 5.5 favorite Yep. Stephen Pearl and company. NC State, Will Wade, first road game for them. I'm pretty positive. I forget. I looked at this a minute ago, but yeah,
It is.
Auburn,
They played a whole bunch of neutrals.
Yep. Okay. Thanks. And
They
they're
went
off
out
of
to Hawaii. They went out to Hawaii.
Oh yeah. The Maui, and now you're coming back home. You got used to those rims. Those rims don't exist in Auburn here.
It's so true. That's such a good point, Trevor.
Think about it. You got adjusted to it. Now you got to go play on regular rims.
Regular ass. Go ahead.
These ones are. Maui is not. That's what makes Maui so fun. And now you got Auburn coming in here. They just beat St. John's and then lost to Michigan in that Players Era tournament. But they do have Arizona on deck. But still, you get NC State first true road game. They've looked like a wagon. Everybody loves them. They can't be stopped. But now they're going to catch 5.5 points. This is a jungle spot. Auburn wins this game by 9 or 10. NC State kind of hangs around, but they flare out the last 5 minutes or so, and Auburn pulls away, covers this game. Give me Auburn laying the 5.5. The jungle shows up in force tomorrow. Sorry, Will Wade. Tomorrow is not your day.
Doesn't this number feel weirdly short, though?
No.
It feels weirdly big for NC State. NC State's gonna catch a lot of tickets and shit tomorrow.
Really?
Just how good they've looked, and Auburn's looked a little, so-so.
Keep in
this
mind,
year.
I was going to say, keep in mind, Trevor, this whole year until just now has referred to Auburn as the Nepo Babies team. So it's not like Auburn has any respect for Trevor. To be honest,
is NC State even good though?
Yes.
I'm telling you, dude, Auburn. People still have last year. I know they're not as good as last year, but they're still ranked. NC State isn't. They're at home. 5.5 feels short, man.
Wow, are you fading the 5.5?
Oh, I don't give a fuck that it's at 5.5. I'm just saying, like, shouldn't Auburn be laying 10 here?
No.
At
that point, I would bet NC State.
DJ Burns, he's not there anymore.
He's not walking through that door, guys.
This team just got beat by Seton Hall.
See, okay. Did I not tell you about that? I told you guys, and everyone called me crazy. Everyone called me an idiot. Look at
I did not call you an idiot.
Yeah, we didn't call you an idiot.
Not you. I meant in general, the internet.
Oh.
The internet as a whole.
Yeah. I was getting attacked.
I get attacked all the time,
money.
Trevor.
That was
You
easy
get
money.
used to it. I know.
Seton Hall should have beaten USC too if the refs didn't give USC 25 extra free throws in the second half.
Well, they shouldn't have used their challenge so early and lost.
Oh, that would okay. Well, then all of a sudden those don't use that challenge. Those free throws go down to 15 attempts. No, the refs had it in for Seton Hall to make sure USC moved on.
Trevor, the mental gymnastics you jump through is just classic. It's Auburn for me as well, though. I think that they are a lot better than people give them credit for. I know you have shows like the Pump Fake Pod continuing to bash this Auburn team, but I mean, they lost by 1 against Houston, who's easily a top 10 team, maybe top 5, depending on who you ask. And then they lost to Michigan by, 30 or whatever it was. Boom, Michigan turned into the Avengers, Superman, whatever you want to call them, beating everybody by 30 points in that tournament. So I don't even really take that Michigan loss into consideration, really. They came right back and beat a St. John's team that really needed a win. I mean, they went 1-2 in that tournament in Las Vegas. I mean, St. John's, you would assume that St. John's was going to get up for that game, and it didn't really matter. Auburn was able to do it. I mean, St. John's came out early, and then Auburn just put their foot on their neck and just never let up. But it's NC State coming out of the islands in a first true road game, and they look terrible in the islands. Besides that, I mean, you don't really get a whole bunch of points from me beating Boise State. I know that Boise State was coming off of a game versus USC where they easily could have won. I don't know. I just don't put too much stock into that. I think Auburn's a significantly better basketball team, and at home in the jungle. I'll be laying the 5.5 for sure. Last game on the board. Virginia, Texas. Trevor shaking his head. I also picked this game. Take it away, Trevor.
No, go ahead. I started the last one. This one's all you. I'm curious to what you say.
I want to play the over, personally.
In a Virginia
and I know
game?
that I was going to say,
this,
and I know
this
that
ain't your dad's Virginia team.
I know that sounds crazy in a Virginia game, but I mean, if you like, they take their last 5 games when they've actually started playing somewhat decent competition with Marshall, Northwestern, Butler, and Queens. It's 76, 71, 69, 64 possessions. And they haven't played a team like Texas that's able to push the pace like this Texas team is. I mean, Texas is absolutely pushing the pace. Now, some of the teams they've played has definitely helped, and they were in the islands, but 72 possessions versus NC State, 75 versus Arizona, 75 versus Rider, 73 versus Fairleigh Dickinson. I mean, Duke was able to slow them down, but I just feel like you're going to have a whole bunch of possessions for both of these teams. And I also think that both of these teams are a little bit overrated defensively. Texas looks good in some of the metrics, but they don't force turnovers. They foul a lot of people. I'm really not in love with them defensively. Offensively, they're really, really good. Virginia is the same type of thing. We usually think of Virginia as a slow-paced defensive team, but they're really not super slow-paced this year, and defensively, they're really not good. They've had a couple really good games defensively, but besides that, I mean, they don't really rebound. They don't turn you over. It's just really hasn't been like Trevor said. It's not your same Virginia team. So, I don't know if I can lay this number with Texas, because I think Texas is very volatile, where they're one of those teams where they're either going to score 100 or give up 100 kind of, and you really don't know which one you're going to get. But regardless, I think that we see 72 possessions in this game. And if that's the case, I think we get over 153. So over 153 for me.
Yeah, Virginia for me. This is their first true road game, but Texas off of Maui. They're off the Maui. Traveling, coming back home, they're feeling good. Oh, we just put up 200 and some points the last 2 games. No, Virginia is a much better team. They're playing with pace. They're 127th in possession length offensively. That's got to be about 240 spots higher than it normally is. And now the number 1 offensive rebounding team. Neither team shoots free throws, so I'm not worried about that. But Virginia can shoot the ball. Virginia can rebound. They don't turn the ball over. Texas coming in, feeling themselves, laying points. No. Sean Miller this is still a new team, new coach. They got to figure it out, and Virginia is too. But I think Virginia is just much better defensively, and their offense is looking damn good. And now you got Texas traveling back from Maui, feeling good, getting all the sun, surfing. Back to real life here.
Surfing. They're not surfing.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, these teams go out and do activities. You think they hang out in the hotel and watch film for 4 days?
No, but I guarantee you they're not surfing.
I don't think they know how to surf in Austin, Texas, bro.
Well, nobody does, but you just get out there. I mean, like you see the cutaways in Maui. You see the cutaways from the Maui. Every team's out there on the beach or on the water doing something.
Yeah, surfing. You know how hard surfing is? I've lived 5 miles from the beach my entire life. Never even tried it. Hard as hell.
Well, that's on you. These are gifted athletes. They'll be just fine.
Someone can play basketball doesn't mean they can surf. This shit's really hard. But
I'm not saying it isn't, but they were out there goofing around, having a good time, and now you're back home. Shit's about to get real. Virginia's about to walk in and win at the Moody Center tomorrow. Sean Miller is going to be sweating through 4 different T-shirts, and they're still going to lose this game. Give me Virginia plus the 2.5. I like the money line also. I just think Virginia's the better team here. Texas comes with a little bit of tax because of their name. And I think a lot of people still don't realize that this is not the same Virginia team as it has been in years past.
I like this comment from Gabriel Gutierrez. He goes, I'm from Austin, Texas. We definitely ain't surfing.
I was saying in Maui, not in the Gulf of America.
You don't just show up at the ocean and surf, dude. Like, it's really hard.
Well, they took lessons. They had a day off. I
tried lessons and I felt like an idiot. I truly felt like an idiot.
They took lessons.
No, I did. I'm saying I took lessons.
That's Trevor. Now they're out there. They're taking surf lessons.
What do you guys think? They sit in the hotel? No, they're out there on the water having a good old time.
There's a lot of cool things to do that don't mean. I mean,
not surfing, bro. They're not surfing.
Yeah. They were surfing. They were in the water.
I also wanted to point this out. It obviously didn't matter today with Iowa, but Ryan Odom is a very, very good coach. He was fantastic at Utah State. He went a couple years to VCU, and now he finally has a big job with Virginia. This is obviously one of the biggest games of his career, of his coaching career, with this, especially with not just Virginia, his whole career. So I do expect them to be up for this game. I really want to bet Virginia too, but I just can't do it.
Yeah, I lean towards the Virginia side, but I can't do it because it's their first true road game. And unlike Trevor, I actually care
that
about
didn't go well
like
tonight. That didn't go entirely well tonight.
You know what else didn't go well tonight, Trevor, is USC put up 85 points coming off the islands and traveling.
Wow.
You played a banged up Oregon team.
You bet Oregon. You can't.
Yeah, because it was 1.5. It was Altman in conference play. Altman in conference play. And USC has no business being undefeated. Oregon was right there at the end, and they pissed down their leg. I still don't think USC is good.
Are you guys live right now?
Completely different spot.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going back over to Pump Fight?
There. Yep. I have 2 bonus picks though.
Yep.
We got Wisconsin lay it against Northwestern. Wisconsin just got embarrassed by TCU.
Over.
I don't hate the over. But you got Northwestern off of the MTEs, Oklahoma State, Virginia, South Carolina, all that good stuff coming on deck. I know Wisconsin has Marquette up next. I do not care. And then what was New Orleans plus 17.5 against Memphis. Penny laying 17.5. This New Orleans team has gone into TCU and gotten an outright dub. And they almost had another one. I forget who they played, but they almost had another big one. New Orleans is one of those teams. You back. So I'll be on that. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit on the money line because it is Penny and Memphis laying gigantic numbers. That never ends well. And New Orleans has been here this year and gotten the job done. So give me the 17.5 and a little bit of money line with New Orleans.
Were you on Valpo today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
okay. I thought we clicked it on the show, and I was like, I guarantee you, Trevor's going to say Marquette shouldn't be lame. This team sucks, and he's going to be on Valpo. But so yeah,
what was that game you guys were arguing about? Central Michigan. I was on Central Michigan with the money line, only up 8.5 and did not even cover. So
it happens. Kyle, take us away.
Yeah, I got nothing uploaded. Just where I'm doing like a big conference championship video for this weekend. But yeah, if you want to keep watching college basketball stuff. Trevor's live right now. He's hopping over to his channel. It's called the Pump Fake Pod. Just type it into YouTube. They're live as we're speaking right now. Everyone, have a good night. See you tomorrow.
Later,
guys.
See you guys. Have a good one.
Later, boys. Love you.